Podketeers.
The plans that they have made.
And coffee strike.
Because one day you'll... Oh, wait. What is it? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
Oh, I thought this was some Pokemon thing or something. I don't know what's going on. I was like, is this a Pokemon theme song? I don't know. I don't listen to.
I need you.
I don't listen to what is. Was that
You don't
the
listen
Killers
to emo
or something?
music? No, that's My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
Yes.
You don't listen to emo music?
I can't say that I do.
You
No.
should. I can imagine you with the black hair just kind of falling half over your face, just walking around. I know, man. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't
Silly.
look like that at something. I looked like that. I dressed like, Well, no.
You dressed
I was just
emo?
like, no,
You
I
dressed
did.
dressed
I did
goth?
not dress. No. I was. I was a what do you say, a hoodie kid for a long time.
Okay.
Hoodie in the summer kind of kid
Oof.
when I was in high school.
Oof. I can't be hoodie in the summer.
I don't know why.
That's too swampy.
I look back and I
Swampy
go,
in the
I don't
summer.
know what I was thinking wearing a hoodie
I don't know
and
what you're
sometimes a
thinking
beanie, decorative beanie.
Are you
I had
sure you weren't emo?
I had a beanie for a while. But I was listening
had
to
a
like
beanie.
I was listening to like AC/DC and like freaking Pink Floyd and like Steely
acceptable.
Dan.
All acceptable. Did
As
I tell you that I
emo
used to work?
bands?
Did I tell you that I used to work with one of the band members from Steely Dan?
Oh really?
What?
Yeah.
Dan himself?
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, I used to work with one of the band members. His name was Denny. He at my previous job, I used to work with him. He's a good dude. I liked him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
Yeah. Man,
He's a
it's hot.
founding member of Steely Dan.
Yeah.
He's 78 years old.
Yeah, he's a good dude. At least I remember him being a good dude. I haven't spoken to him in like years. I'm not gonna say how many because I don't remember how many. That's what happens when I really get up there, Grandpa.
Following his career with Steely Dan, Denny became a software engineer and worked on Clipper programming language.
Yep.
I don't know. Is that doxing you,
went to the
Heyzen? Did you work
Wikipedia?
on Clipper?
No, I didn't work.
Okay.
I wasn't an engineer, software engineer. I worked on the customer support side when I found out who he was.
I see.
He was already working there when I joined the company, but
And this was,
Yeah.
of course, at Wetzel's Pretzels, right?
it was at Wetzel's Pretzels.
Wetzel's
yeah.
Pretzels, yeah.
Yeah,
He was the
but
manager.
it was the cart.
Yeah, oh,
It was
cart.
the Wetzel's Pretzels cart. Yeah, I had to like push it around and stuff. Could never get that downtown Disney spot though. That's coveted. Like that's,
Right.
Yeah, it's one day though. One day.
One day you'll be back at Wetzel's Pretzels.
No, I just want a pretzel. I want to
okay.
buy a pretzel. One day I'll
One
buy
day.
a pretzel.
Cheese sauce, no cheese sauce, salted.
I usually get the jalapeno pretzel.
Jalapenos, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I do get the plastic cheese to go along with it, so I can dip my jalapeno pretzel in it. That's kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
If I don't get a pretzel dog, depends on how hungry I am, or
Yeah.
how bad I want to feel for the next week.
Pretzel bites, pretzel.
It's like eat now,
Yeah.
worry about it later.
Exactly. Let's see. Mel, have you gotten far in the new Dreamlight Valley update?
Oh, this is where Andrew takes a nap.
Ow.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, take a nap. Kind of. I finally got to complete Maleficent's latest. No. Mistress of All Evil task.
Nice.
Or quest, I should say.
Oh, this is the one that was all glitched out for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's cool.
pretty much, I was limited to like maybe because it's all on like a checkered flooring, so you kind of have to count the squares and stuff. I was only able to go down like 2 squares. And then if I try to like move my camera, zoom out, it would just glitch out. So thankfully I was able to take care of that, and it felt so nice when I finally got the check off for one of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, finally. And then I learned, oh, I finished it, cool. that wasn't the final one, so I have more to do. But I'm currently in like 5,000 more. I don't know. I forgot what the power is called. Not Dreamlight. Whatever it is. But I'm almost there. I need to finish and open up Mount Olympus.
Okay. All right. So on my second account, I had everything open already, but I hadn't finished Flynn's quests in order to get into the Beanstalk Marshes to do Maleficent's quest. So that one I was waiting, because when you said it was glitched out, I didn't even want to start it in case mine was going to glitch out. So I figured I would just wait until the update came out.
I don't blame you.
And, you know, one of the bad things about, you know, waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to go back to bed is that you can do one of two things. You can really try hard to go, I guess you could do multiple things, but you could try really hard to go back to bed, and that doesn't always work. You can doom scroll until you finally sleep, and then you accidentally start, you know, sending videos to people because you're like pressing your face on the phone or something after it slams on your like face or whatever. Or you can get your happy patootie out of bed and walk over to the game console and start playing Dreamlight Valley to start knocking out some of those quests.
Yep.
And you think to yourself, listen, I can play this for an hour or two, get sleepy, go back, you know, get a few hours of sleep before I got to start work. And 5 hours
and
later...
I'm nodding no, because you know that's not going to happen.
5 hours later, you realize you finished the DLC.
Exactly.
So I went through the whole DLC in one sitting because I couldn't sleep. So I finished the last Flynn quest. I opened up Maleficent's castle, did all the stuff, the ending to the Storybook Vale. I kind of saw coming like halfway through. It wasn't what I was expecting going into it, but like halfway through, you kind of catch on to what's happening. The new black snippets are a pain in the butt to catch. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just going to give you a tip. So catch or forage and catch the fish in Teapot Fall, in the Teapot, or what's it called?
Teapot Falls.
Right, but that whole area, what is it called?
Ever After.
Ever After. So in all the water in Ever After, catch the bluefish. I forgot what it's called. But forage all of the stuff to make lures for the snippets. And then what I did was at every well position in every one of the areas, I set up between 4 and 6 lures for the snippets. And so daily, I go in at least once a day, and with one of my snippet catcher buddies or companions, I go in and I swish around to catch all the snippets, but I'm also doing it with one of the companions that I got to level 5 so that they also pick up and duplicate a few snippets at a time. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, this is going to be the best, because what you can do is you can take all of those snippets and then go to your crafting table and convert them to white snippets. And then you can use the converted white snippets to create any of the new black snippets. So instead of sitting there catching them one at a time and waiting for them to respawn, you can just craft them out of the regular color ones after you convert them to white snippets. That's what I did. So all of the new puzzles that were in the lore book, that, you know how you solve the puzzles for like the cool swag and stuff. That's how I got all the black snippets that I needed. I converted a bunch of blue ones that I had into white, and then the white into the black ones. So fastest way to get the black ones so you can complete the puzzles. And I'm gonna tell you why you want to complete the puzzles. Bunch of the stuff. What'd you see?
I saw a lot of cool stuff added, and I was like, oh.
So there's a ton of cool stuff, but there's one in particular that's like the coolest freaking thing ever. And this is saying a lot because there's already 2. So in my second game, for the female avatar, she uses the fairy wings to glide around the valley, right? That's pretty much the permanent glider that I have on her. On my main account, I use carpet because it just looks super cool that it's like flying around on carpet, right?
Right.
That might change soon. Because if you complete the Inside Out puzzle, you get Bing Bong's wagon. It's so good. It is so good. I don't have a video to show right now. I will plug it in when I am editing the video so that you can see it. It's like the coolest thing. You can glide around in Bing Bong's little like cart thing and his little it's so good.
That's so cool.
So everything else is just like cool stuff that you can get, but like I think the best thing from the puzzles, I mean, I guess it's subjective, but whatever. Like for me, the coolest thing is Bing Bong's wagon.
It's up there.
Best thing.
I don't know how I missed it.
Yeah. So the Inside Out puzzle, and that one is the most expensive one when it comes to the black snippets because it's all 3 black snippets and you need 20 of each one. So I went in and I wasn't big on completing the puzzles even before before I got to this part of the DLC. I probably completed like 3 or 4 that were part of quests when I first got the DLC, but I haven't gone back and gotten a bunch of the other stuff. But if you want to unlock the stuff and you don't want it, like if you don't have the snippets, apparently there's a bug in the game right now where you can just go buy the stuff from Scrooge. So before they patch it, all the stuff that's available from the Lore Keeper, you don't have to complete the puzzle. You could just go buy it from Scrooge right now because they kind of messed up. So
wait,
take advantage.
As part of like the special, like when you're ordering extra furniture?
Yeah, like if you go to Scrooge's shop and you say, I want to order furniture, you search for the new stuff. They're all there. You just buy them. Oh, there's also a new medium chest, by the way. There's a medium chest that you could just buy from Scrooge that almost has all of the slots available. You don't have to waste anything constructing it, and it's a cool looking chest too. Like it's like as far as aesthetics are concerned, if you're like into decorating and stuff, it's one of the better looking chests in the game. And the fact that you could just buy it and you don't have to craft it is great. So put that pumpkin money to use.
Right?
Put that pumpkin money to use. Outside of that, I just have to go back, at least on that account, I have to go back in and complete a bunch of other quests with all the other characters. I still haven't finished Eternity Isle on that one, believe it or not.
Really?
So I haven't even welcomed Jafar into the valley on that account. Like, it's still pending. I don't know if you've gotten there yet, but mine is at the point where Mickey is flickering between Mickey and Steamboat Willie. And every time I complete a quest, it auto-loads the Merlin one saying, like, meet Merlin at Eternity Isle and see what the hell's going on in the sky. And I just ignore it and move on to something else. Because, you know, I really wanted to see what happened and brought Maleficent into the valley. Maleficent's dope, dude. Like, it's the character, just the way that the character walks around and like the flames engulf her and stuff like that as she's walking around the valley.
As she should be.
It's so freaking cool, man. It's probably one of the coolest characters in the game right now as far as animations and everything are concerned. And the laugh, nailed it. They nailed it.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, it's Disneyland's birthday next week.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Should buy some cupcakes and buy some candles so you could sing.
Yep, I got a ice cream cake. I got Fudgy the Whale in the freezer.
Fudgy the Whale. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70 candles.
Nice.
They're all ready to go. I don't know if they'll fit or not.
70 candles.
Why not just
now
a 7
you're
and
sweet
0?
70. That's
What's
the thing,
that?
right? A sweet 70?
Yeah. It just made me think of the from Parks and Rec. You're like, what is it? 99 candles in the wind or whatever it is, or 100 candles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing
100 candles
that one,
in the
but
wind?
yeah, 100 candles.
100 candles in the wind.
I don't know. I maybe I'll buy a cake. Maybe I'll celebrate or something. I'm the biggest thing that I'm interested in right now is I think as of the recording of this episode, I'm waiting I saw that they teased a new, and that's like what we call Imagineering, the YouTube series that they've been doing.
There's, I think, 2 of them that they've teased like in the last 2 days.
Oh, I only saw one of the teases, and I think one of them had to do with the parade coming back.
Yeah.
But I really want them to drop one for the Walt animatronic. I'm really curious, and as far as Disneyland's birthday is concerned, like the park is the park, right? The park is always like there's gonna be a cavalcade, there's gonna be stuff, but really the crown piece this year is the Walt animatronic, and so I'm waiting for those pictures. I'm waiting for the squishy eyes. I'm waiting for the videos of Walt doing his thing. Mm-hmm. I want to see if they captured his warmth. We talked about this an episode or 2 ago. So there was the other news that they were bringing back virtual queue for this. Mm-hmm. I think you sent it, Andrew, the article that was talking about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, virtual queue's coming back. Not like it's gone anywhere, as this article may... well, there was a very clickbaity article that our favorite clickbaity website, they've been having...
Don't say their name!
They've been having a good old fun time. I'll just call them the clickbaity website.
Just don't say the letters.
If you know what I'm talking about, they said, COVID era... Disneyland restriction is coming back next week. Like, and it was a virtual queue, which virtual queue
How
is
that
just
a restriction.
It's just, I mean, it is restricting the
enjoyment of people,
amount of people that can. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Can
it's
I
called
quickly
clickbait.
jump
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
So virtual queue actually has been around before COVID times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just want to say it because Rise was out in 2019.
Yeah.
Yep. And
So
before
silliness.
that, it was used for D23 tickets with the little running dude on the website. So, haha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
Yep,
didn't
it's
they
nothing new.
they had it too for World of Color, like, kind of in like
Yeah.
a preemptive
Yeah.
like kind of thing. So yeah, it's gonna be virtual queue. All new attractions are virtual queue, unless they're like something tiny or whatever. But this is kind of gonna be a social media buzz for a couple months, I think.
Yeah. When you said that, I was like, wait, they're bringing back. Oh, maybe I'll go to the park next week if they bring that back. And then
Right.
I realized it was a clickbaity thing. I was like, yep, nope, not now.
One day.
One day. So, what do you think? I know that very little information has been. We're approximately a week away from the anniversary or the birthday of Disneyland now, and very little is known about what the show itself is going to be about. Mm-hmm. I think they released a little bit of information either at D23 or like a subsequent article after, but overall, what do you think the show is going to be? How do you think it's going to be incorporated? Like, how do you think they're going to execute this?
That's a good question. Maybe with the same charm as him talking about Disneyland when he was presenting it. I really don't know. I like that we have no idea what to expect. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's we get a lot of. I don't know. It's kind of weird because we saw remember the weird AI Walt video from the Disney 100?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's less of that, and more. I don't know. I want it to be Disneyland focused is what I want. This is an attraction at Disneyland celebrating Walt Disney, but for Disneyland's 70th anniversary is kind of what it's here for. So I'm hoping that it is Disneyland focused, at least in some portion, because I think that's important to just like the history of the park and like especially the like history of that building and the the Lincoln Theater and everything is the Opera House. It's no small thing that a different show is going in there, even if they are going to rotate it with Lincoln. It's the first time basically it's been done.
Yeah.
And so they have, your average guest doesn't give two flying flips about Lincoln, I would imagine. And they don't really, it's kind of like, oh, there's stuff in there? You just walk past it.
BC.
You walk past it to go to the castle and go to the rest of the park. Who cares about that? But there's history nerds are, know the significance, and, all of us and everybody that listens, I'm sure, knows the significance of Lincoln, with audio animatronic history and also just like the park's history in general. So I hope it really speaks to that. It would be cool. It would be kind of interesting if Walt, as an audio animatronic, mentioned the word audio animatronic. I think that would be kind of meta, in a way.
I
am
Walt. I am an.
Not like that, but
you're probably sitting in a theater right now, watching an animatronic of me, Walt Disney.
No, you have to say audio animatronic TM, TM. So that's kind of what I'm hoping the general like vibe and gist of the show is just Disneyland history, even if it's partially Imagineering history, which is tied in with Disneyland history, because the Imagineering was created to make Disneyland. WED was made to make Disneyland, so their histories are forever intertwined. So yeah, that I we know he's gonna be sitting on the edge of a desk, and there's plans and things. It's its office or whatever on the wall. We'll see what it is, but I'm excited nonetheless to just see this. First.
What would be?
Thing.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
It'd be really, really neat if he speaks on a perspective of, which would be weird, but I think it'd be really sweet or really cool to see the advancements, or to talk about the park and what it's done. And I think that if I were to hear that in person and stuff, to hear from his voice what he's seen, I'm pretty sure I would cry.
Yeah,
because it's that's the spirit of him is being presented to us.
So there is some elements of that, because from the information that's been released so far, the sorry, I printed out these little tiny Mickey shoe things. And I've been I was sanding them
shoes
down. Yeah, they're little Mickey
tiny
shoes.
Feet shoes, finger shoes.
Anyway,
finger shoes.
So what we know so far is that the show is going to have a remastered version of the One Man's Dream presentation that they did. So there is going to be some elements of the park and history and stuff, because it's supposed to incorporate not just that, but some stuff from the family museum, right? So how they're going to incorporate them and how much they're going to talk about it, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same show, literally just remastered, or if they've updated it, or if they've changed any of it, to, like you said, coincide with Disneyland. Because I'm hoping that there's more of just the creation part of Disneyland itself, and not just the Empire and Walt Disney World and all that stuff, because it's Disneyland's birthday, right? It's Disneyland's
Correct.
presentation. So it'll be interesting to see how it's all incorporated and how the presentation happens. I think regardless of what it turns out to be, I think everybody that watches that show is going to walk out teary-eyed.
Oh, of course.
I don't think, even if I don't want to say it. This is going to sound really bad. Even if the animatronic looks bad, I think people are still going to walk out enjoying the show and still feeling, all the feels, because they're listening to Walt and they're seeing a representation of him, which in many ways is outside of like television and stuff like that, or like videos that we've seen. That's kind of the closest any of us will ever actually come to Walt, right? So to hear his voice that we're so familiar with, to be in the park that he imagined and like built out and stuff like that, to see this representation of him, I think is just gonna be like overwhelming for a lot of people. I'm getting overwhelmed just thinking about it right now.
Right.
But I can imagine walking out of that presentation and just like sobbing in the corner, like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the videos. I'm looking forward to one day seeing it in person, right? But at least in the interim, I'm looking forward to all the videos and stuff, and people complaining that somebody put a big old iPad in front of their face, to record it and stuff.
I really
hope. The servos go out and Walt Disney slumps over into the chair.
To all who waffles.
Sorry.
All right, so that's coming. We got the Disneyland's birthday. If anybody's gonna be there, send us a message over on Discord. Send us some pictures. Tag us in your posts.
Spam us.
We'll repost them. Yeah, let us know. Send us videos and stuff. We're looking forward to all of that stuff right now. So I'm pretty happy that it's coming. Let's see. Oh, can listen. Speaking of clickbait articles, can we just talk about this other one you sent about the mansion?
Oh, right.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. I've seen the past week or so, maybe 6 to 8 different articles, different news sources, I'll call them, posting like super clickbaity titles, Disneyland, beloved Disneyland attraction to close, things along those lines, even from like a reputable, like, bigger news. I can't remember the bigger one that who was it? I don't know. Oh, the New York Post. The first one I said to you: Disneyland announces closure of beloved ride as 70th anniversary celebration kicks off. And what they're saying in all these clickbaity articles is the Haunted Mansion is closing, as it does every year, at the end of August, or at the end of July or whatever, to change the Haunted Mansion holiday. Does it every year, like clockwork. They do it every time, but for some reason there's dozens of articles about the Haunted Mansion closing, and they're all clickbaity. This one I also thought was funny. Because the New York Post, the Post says, the future looks grim for some Disney horror fans, but not for long. The Anaheim, California amusement park, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary, is putting a pause on the beloved Haunted Mansion ride based on the 2003 film. Read more at the link in our bio.
How dare they?
How dare they close it?
How dare they all clickbait like that?
Right.
I
also just like how they say it's based on the 2003 film. The
Oh
ride
my gosh,
from
that's the worst part.
1969 that's based on the 2003 film. Not that it could be the other way around.
I mean, we all know that the beloved Pirates attraction was also based on the Johnny Depp franchise of similar name, right? So I understand why they're giving credit to the film for the Haunted Mansion. So
Let's see.
It all makes sense.
I just typed in Haunted Mansion closing and articles: New York Post, People.com, LA Magazine, AOL. Then we got all of our, the bigger Disney blogs.
Are any of those major Are any of those major networks quoting one of the clickbait
My guess
blogs?
is, let's see.
Because I know that
hilarious.
there's a lot. Listen, this is one of the reasons why. I'll give you an example. This is why I like the Diz Insider for stuff, right? Because Skylar is. He is the type of person that doesn't like to release stuff until he's absolutely sure, and he won't claim stuff as fact until he knows it's fact, right? And so when it comes to, like, especially Hollywood news and stuff like that, he's always the first person that I go to confirm stuff, or I go read the Diz Insider for stuff like that. And I know that they've used, like, other entities have used the Diz Insider as, like, their source for, like, you know, confirming certain things. I know that, remember we talked about the Indiana Jones thing a week or two ago?
Yep.
So Skylar, I think, was one of the first people to talk about, you know, rebooting the franchise when we were talking about making Indiana Jones 007, right? And I know that there were other articles that were quoting, like, as seen on the Diz Insider, this and this and this is what's happening with Indiana Jones. Are any of those sources quoting any of the clickbait Disney sites?
No, it looks like the first one, all the ones that are the more reputable sources are all quoting the Daily Mail as their reference article, and the Daily Mail doesn't quote, because then I linked to the Daily Mail article and it just is their own article. So it looks like the Daily Mail may have been the first person to post it sort of like that, because then there's like here's a Disney blog from July 1st. It says Haunted Mansion, you know, Disney announces Haunted Mansion closing dates, you know, starting August 11th. And opening back up August 22nd. So it'll be closed for 11 whole days.
Well, I mean...
How dare they? Well, I say how dare they for another reason.
For the date that they got wrong?
No, I should say how dare they... I'm talking to the Walt Disney Company here. How dare they change it to Haunted Mansion Holiday? They know how I feel.
Well,
ship it to
I thought
Florida and never come
that
back.
They were sending it to Florida this year.
And it'll never come back. It'll stay there forever. It can go bye-bye.
Yeah, what happened with that? We did this whole episode where the three of us were going at it with multiple solutions. Listening. And then
Don't
they
mind
finally
me smiling in the background.
And then they we decided that it was gonna be here 1 year at Walt Disney World, since they steal all our stuff, and then it was back here and then back over there because they steal all our stuff, and then here and then back there, and so on.
I think
so
the
forth.
problem is we're not a united front on this effort, because each one of us has a different opinion. Melissa says keep it here forever. Heyzen says every other year, and Andrew says light it down, burn it down with a friggin' insurance money. Burn it down for the insurance money. That's what I'm saying. Haunted Mansion Holiday.
I'm gonna stick to what I've always said.
The shipping containers caught on fire. Oops.
I am going to stick to
Is that a threat, sir?
everything that I've said, and like me and my good buddy Ryan Gosling. Okay.
I think Ryan Gosling is on the same page as me. Thank you very much.
No, I think he's okay with it. He just wants it to appear after Halloween, like I do.
It's a Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie, not a Halloween movie.
Yeah, that's right. It's trying to be Die Hard. That's what, like, it just wanted to start that Die Hard conversation. It's like, is it Christmas? Is it Halloween?
Melissa's over here just like trying to hold back. She's like, hold me back. Hold me back.
I'm like, I'm going to just let you guys talk. You know what? If people get upset, it'll be you
You're
two,
just
not me.
happy because they ignored us and they kept it here.
I'll
now.
Nobody's changing my mind on this one.
All right, well, while we take a breath.
How about a different overlay for the Haunted Mansion every once in a while? Come on.
Yeah, like maybe a Halloween overlay for Halloween. How about that?
How about a Coco overlay for the Haunted Mansion?
How about a Coco overlay?
How about
little shoes?
Pirates of the Caribbean overlay for the Haunted Mansion?
That's right. How about Haunted Bing Bong?
How about I got
Listen.
it? Haunted Mansion overlay for the Haunted Mansion. It's so
Oh.
crazy it just might work.
It might just work. It might just work. You know what we could do if they really want to get creative? We could do a Haunted Mansion Florida overlay in Anaheim, and then a Haunted Mansion Anaheim overlay in Florida. That way we get the Escher scene and we get like the staircase and all that stuff. So even if it's projections,
we like our Hattie
figure it
here.
out. Listen, we're gonna keep the
All right,
help
here we
upstairs.
go. And
We're
we
gonna
got,
keep it
they
there. We're
already
gonna keep
have
it
one.
there. I know.
All right.
Theirs is in a weird spot because he's kind of lost in their mansion, right? Like ours is gonna stay in the attic. Don't
And
you
Pirates
worry.
of the Caribbean will have It's a Small World overlay. It's a Small World.
Pirates
will
of the
have-
Caribbean will have a VeggieTales overlay, or what's another pirate thing?
They have one pirate segment in the VeggieTales.
That's all I remember. I only ever remember one. Can we do? What if we do
Muppets
Treasure Island?
You're welcome.
Yes, Muppets Treasure Island overlay. That's what we should do. A Muppets Haunted Mansion overlay with the Muppets thing that they did with the thing on the thing on the thing on the Disney Plus thing.
On the thing.
Yep.
That was very eloquent, Heyzen.
Listen, my brain's like firing on all cylinders right now.
The
as you can
synapses
tell.
are going.
All of them. Just oof, man. You could tell I'm not tired at all from playing Dreamlight Valley for too many
They
hours.
just need to make more Muppet-related movies that would fit into theme park attractions.
You know, it'd be fun. I really do want to see them overlay the Muppets into the mansion.
Muppet Space Mountain.
If they had, okay, so here's I think
Big
this would be
Thunder
fun.
Muppet
You know
Railroad.
how they do
Rise.
nights? No. You know how they do themed nights at Disney, like
Yeah.
the Sweethearts Night and Star Wars Night and stuff like that. What if they did a Muppets Night, where randomly across the park on attractions, Muppets showed up on the attractions, like you're on the Matterhorn and animals are like rah,
So
where
you-
Harold's
I love
supposed to
it.
be, or like pops out, right? Or like you
Yeah.
go on the mansion and like instead of the ghost playing the piano, it's Rolf like, oh boo, and like he's like playing the, you know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
different places, the Muppets like all over the park, one Muppet per attraction, and it's like your job to seek them out.
Muppet, yeah. Do you know about the thing that almost was the Muppets kick out all the Disney characters of Disneyland?
No.
Oh, I might do this on a Quizneyland at some point, but the basic gist of it was when Disney and the Jim Henson Company like first were like merging, and they were gonna buy them, but it was like it was right before Jim Henson died that these plans came out that basically the Muppets were going to take over Disneyland, and basically the Disney characters, Mickey and the gang, were going to go on vacation. And for a whole year, no Mickey Mouse in Disneyland. Or
Oh my God.
It's going to be Kermit and Miss Piggy and Fozzie Bear. And there were going to be like different attraction like overlays that would have Muppets in them and all this stuff as a Muppets like castle show kind of thing. I think there's a bunch of stuff. I'll go and get into it at Quizland at some point, but it was like a concept, but then Jim Henson died and it just kind of fell apart.
People would hate it.
Well, back
Like,
then,
in theory,
yeah.
I mean, listen, in theory, I think the popularity of the Muppets when that was happening is infinitely larger than it is today.
Right.
I think that even within the Disney company itself, like I hate to say it like this, but I feel like they just don't respect the Muppets at all.
Well, this was when they were
You
first
know?
courting the Muppets, so that was like a
Right.
big deal.
Right. So if that happened, I think that regular park goers would love it because it's something new, but the people that were going there once a year for their vacation would be so angry that they weren't seeing Mickey Mouse or Minnie or, anybody of the regular...
Chippendale or Goofy
Exactly.
or...
Like, they're going to be so angry. But if we took elements of that idea and incorporated into what I was just saying, like imagine having a fireworks show in the castle where Bunsen and Beaker are experimenting and stuff is just going wrong as part of the fireworks show. You know what I mean?
Gonzo could fly across the castle.
Super Gonzo can fly across the cat. How great would that be?
His name is Gonzo the Great.
With Camilla just like flapping behind. That would be so
awesome.
good.
I would pay.
I'm saying Muppets Night, Disney, come on. Give us a Muppets Night. Make it happen. Have the Muppets take over attractions. Muppets Treasure Island for pirates, and then
Muppets take
Muppets Haunted Mansion. You already have
Muppets
the
Space
show,
Mountain,
just
Muppets Thunder Mountain.
Animal is Harold.
Muppets Matterhorn, yeah.
Pepe the Prawn on the Nemo submarines.
No, Sweetums has to be Harold.
Sweetums.
Oh, I guess.
Dang, we're
Animals
going to do this one day.
What if Sweetums was like the last Harold that you saw, like, but originally you kept seeing Animal pop out trying to scare you, and eventually Sweetums is the one that actually comes up to scare you.
He's just like, hey, you guys! Like,
yeah.
It's just like,
it's like, boo!
I wanted to be in the movie too.
Rawr! I think it would work. So,
Sweetums just misunderstood.
Leave us a comment. Tell us if you think it would work. You could have the Swedish chef at Carnation Cafe, and instead of Oscar, like he plays the role. Like just
it's like character dining, but the Swedish chef is there.
Swedish chef,
Hinde, Oscar chili chew. All right here. No,
Mickey waffle.
I started going into something else. I started going to like Heimlich or something.
It all works. It's all the same.
Yeah.
The chocolate mousse.
All right. Well, let's take a little break here so we can thank a very special group of listeners before we continue. We want to thank our podcast Fairy Godparents, a.k.a. the FGP Squad, because it's their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. So for more information on how you can become part of the FGP Squad family, we invite you to go to podketeers.com/FGP. There you will find a list of some of our top contributors, a link to our Patreon, some information about what the FGP Squad is all about. But in short, being a part of the FGP Squad family gets you some additional perks, like access to additional content that we've uploaded to Patreon, access to a special section of Discord, random giveaways, discount codes for new Podketeers gear, and more. So again, for more information, you can head to podketeers.com/FGP. And of course, to all of the members of the FGP Squad, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support. Speaking of links, podketeers.com/links is where you want to go to have an easy reference to all of our most commonly asked for links, including our latest episode, the Quizneyland playlist, any fundraisers that we're running with our official charity team, Teamboat Willie, which, by the way, we're going to be putting our Walk for Hope for cancer research information up shortly. If you've been listening to the last several episodes, I've been working on some giveaways for people that donate to our fundraiser. They are replicas of the snake planters that are at the entrance of the Indiana Jones Temple of the Forbidden Eye attraction here at Disneyland. So those are pretty much ready to go. I'm in the final process of painting them and getting them ready. So we're pretty excited about that. We're also going to have some other giveaways. We're going to have some stuff auctioned off, and there's going to be all sorts of cool stuff. So make sure that you're following. Keep podketeers.com/links available so you know when all that stuff launches. You can also find links to our Discord community there, links to our YouTube channel and our pal Larry's YouTube channel, Goofy Guys Adventures. He live streams from the park several times a week, so if you like live streams, make sure to check out Larry's channel, subscribe to his. And of course, you'll find a link to our Armchair Imagineering episodes there as well. So again, podketeers.com/links is where you want to go. Keep a bookmark, keep it handy, because it's an easy resource. But of course, you can always go to podketeers.com. But podketeers.com/links. And now let's get back to the show. I don't know what that voice was.
It's a new voice.
It's a new one. What are we calling this guy?
That's
was it close enough that I can call him Carl?
Carl, you can call him whatever you want. Just don't call him late to dinner.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, what if I do?
What if we call him Big Chonies?
Oh, I mean, big. All right. Let's see. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Ironheart.
Yes.
Andrew, did you ever get a chance to start it?
No.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. I literally will forget what we talked about by the time I watch it. So have a grand old fun time. Tell me what happens. It doesn't bother me one old bit.
Good. So we'll only be spoilerific for the whole time that we're talking.
That's fine.
All right. So all I'm gonna say to start off is nice. It's a nice.
Wait. We didn't give a warning.
Everybody is going to be spoilers all the time. Isn't nice for Ironheart? Yes.
Yeah. So
my
if you don't want the
wife.
spoilers. Walt Disney, your wife, animatronic.
Walt Disney, my wife.
Animatronic.
It's good. It's nice.
Yeah.
Bringing Borat back.
As Borat just said, there will be spoilers since we'll be talking about Ironheart. An episode or two ago, I had just watched the first couple of episodes, and we were commenting on at least how we felt that the show was like fairly genuine in the presentation of the characters, and it felt a lot more real than some of the other ones. Maybe it was the way that they were speaking to each other, maybe it was the setting, maybe it was the actors themselves, but it felt a lot more organic than some of the other shows have felt. WandaVision, Loki, and like Agatha, I think are kind of in a bucket of their own because of the magic that's incorporated into that one and how they executed it. So I think at times there were elements that might have felt campy to some people, but they kind of worked in the element of what the show presentation was for that one. For Ironheart, it's this really fine line that they straddle, at least in my opinion. It's this really fine line that they straddle between this is like a legit MIT student that can actually build this in real life, and then there's like all right, you're flying around in an Iron Man suit, right? Like that's the movie element of it. But a lot of the tech, the AI, the holographic projections, a lot of that stuff, like that's all real world stuff. Right? That's stuff we can actually see. So the idea of having an Iron Man suit per se, maybe not, jetting around in the sense that the TV show is doing it, but, from a building standpoint, I don't think we're very far away in the real world from having something like that, really built. So I think that added to the realism of the show in general. The ending, before I say anything on the ending, how did you feel about the progression of the show, Mel, and how the ending came to be? And the reveal, obviously.
The show, you know what? I was a little worried about having all the episodes out. I was kind of worried, like, does this mean like they don't have faith in it? Like I was confused and I was concerned because I was looking forward to it. But the way that they told the story, you just didn't have questions. They explained everything, and the way that like the first 3 episodes, they how you see everything that progresses, and then you have that moment of, oh, things got bad, and how things are going to come back up, but that ending, plot twist and stuff, I was like, I was a little frustrated but I understand, and I understand why, and I think it's like a moment of weakness that happens, and
yeah.
Was she like evil? Hydra? What's going on here? You're being vague.
Right, we'll get to that. We'll
Yes.
get to it. Yeah.
Ironheart, more like Iron Fart. I don't know.
Or Ironhead.
An Ironhead, yeah. So here's and again, when we said spoiler alert, we really meant it, because we're basically just going to give away the plot of the series at this point. So if this is your final chance to turn away if you're interested in watching the series, or if you don't care and you're like Andrew and you're going to forget, then keep listening and then watch it anyway, because it was a really good series. So when we first started, I want to comment on one thing, and it's how you said that the character progression happened. There's times that Marvel tries to incorporate characters that there's such a gap in what we learn from those characters that it kind of bores you, or it gets to the point where you get frustrated that you almost see the plot coming, and they're almost kind of insulting your intelligence because you already kind of figured it out, and they're dragging it out and dragging it out and dragging it out. There did come a point, like 4 episodes in to Agatha, 3 episodes in, it was right before we learned about Wiccan, that we kind of figured it out. Like they gave us so many clues that we kind of knew what was happening. I'm like, okay, just say it already. Okay, just say it already. Okay, just say it. Like 2 more episodes, like, oh, just get to it already. Just like give us the plot twist. You know what I mean? This one didn't feel like that. Like I feel like this one was paced differently, and it worked in the way that we learned enough about the characters that we needed to learn about, and the supporting characters, we knew enough about them and learned enough about them as the show progressed to add to the story without taking away from everyone else, right? We knew enough. And so the main villain is Hood in this one, and
like Robin Hood.
No, he's Red
Close?
Hood. Like he's got this hood that when it was first happening, I didn't know a lot about this villain, and I purposely didn't research it going into it because I wanted to kind of just go with the story. And at first I thought, oh my god, this cloak is, or this hood thing is possessed by a symbiote. Maybe this is how they're going to incorporate Spider-Man or bring him back into the MCU, or this is how, when Venom ended, the way that they teased Eddie Brock at the end and stuff, like they kind of like, are they bringing that into the MCU now? What is this exactly? And throughout the episodes, you also realize that this thing is kind of overtaking his body, and it's getting worse and worse, and you see this like black ooze and black veins kind of like overcoming him. But they added this additional element where he hears whispers, like the hood whispers to him, and you don't know what's happening, and it really does feel like a symbiote, and you feel that struggle between Peter and the symbiote taking over, and or with Eddie Brock and Venom and stuff. So for a large part of the show, that's what I thought it was going to be, that it was going to be like the way that they were going to incorporate Spider-Man into this, and how they were going to bring him, because Peter already had a relationship with Tony, and like there was like the connection with the Stark Tech and stuff like that, and they were going to bring Riri and Peter together somehow. So that's kind of where my head was going at the beginning. And then the more we learned about this character, and then they incorporated magic into this show too. And so all of a sudden there's this like, there's these friends of the family that practice like, they have like different jewels and stones and stuff that they use for like cleansing and everything, and but they also have a shop, like it's a candy shop. And in one of the episodes they're like, oh yeah, we got to investigate this little piece of the hood that Riri was able to cut off to analyze, but she couldn't figure out what it was because she tried to destroy it to figure out how to destroy the hood, and she couldn't do it. So they go to this family who's like teaching, like telling them like, oh yeah, don't worry, we got our own like lab that we could do this. And they like drop through the ground, right? They drop through the ground, and now they're in this like magic
alternative
laboratory.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Yeah, exactly. And so they have all these potions and everything going on everywhere, and they test the little piece of the cloth that Riri had, and they're like, oh, that's interesting. This is evil magic. This is like evil magic. This is unlike anything. This is super strong, unlike anything we've ever seen. And so then they analyze it a little bit more. They're talking about what it's potentially going to be, and they're like, I think this is Dormammu. I'm like, oh,
that's what I thought.
All right, okay, so that's Doctor Strange. They're gonna connect it to this, and they're gonna connect Scarlet Witch, and they're gonna do this and do that, and then all right, okay, I know where this is going now. All right, this is fantastic. Woo, yeah, we got this. And so then they go off. She like infuses the Iron Man suit or her iron suit with black magic, essentially, to try to take on the Hood and like try to beat him and stuff like that. And I'm not going to tell you how, because the battle was actually pretty great. Like, the way that they executed was really good. So I'm not going to give any of that away. But then she kind of wins the battle. And as she's leaving, we get the story, right before the battle, we get the story of how the Hood got the Hood. He was just a thief. The reveal of where he came from and why he turned out like that was like, well, wait, what? Part of the story as well. We see that he runs away from home, and then he's running from the law, basically, because he was a petty thief at that point. And this guy appears, and he's like, hey, I can help you get away from these guys, because he ends up in a tunnel and the cops are coming from both sides, and he's like, I can help you get away. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I just opened the door. He's like, what are you talking? There's no door, we're in the middle of a tunnel. He's like, yeah, well, I could just open the door. And he looks back, and there's like a door into a pizza shop, right? So like they walk into the pizza shop, they're sitting there eating. He's like, oh, you look famished, eat a little slice of pizza and stuff. He's like, hey, I can make all your dreams come true. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I make all your dreams come true. All you have to do is, give me something in return. He's like, what am I going to give you in return? He's all like, it's nothing you're going to miss. Don't worry about it. Just eat, eat. And, what do you want in this life? He's like, I want to be rich. I want to be filthy, stinking rich, and I'll be powerful. He's like, I can give you all that. He's like, all right, cool. They shake hands, and he's walking out, and he sees the Hood in the little booth. He's like, oh, you left your Hood behind. He's like, oh, that's not mine. That's yours. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, that's yours. That's yours. That's what's going to make you a king. He's like, put it on. Puts it on. He's like, see, you look like a king already. Right? He tells him something else, but then he tells him that you look like a king. You will be a king. So he's like, he feels powerful. And from then on, he's the Hood, right? So then Riri beats up the Hood with her like iron magic suit. She goes into the pizza place, and she sees the same dude, and who, by the way, it was nice because that dude was Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes.
That's so nice.
It's nice.
I was like, no way.
I know. This is kind of like that Beach Boys thing, right? Like one day we're like talking about one thing, and then boom, this other thing happens.
Right.
So she walks into the pizza place. She's trying to leave, and she notices this guy, and the pizza place is empty, right? Like there's nobody working. It's an abandoned pizza place, but this dude has a full booth worth of food and is sitting down in the middle of this pizza joint eating pizza. And so he says, oh, sit down. That's like it sounds like you had quite a battle back there. She's like, oh, you heard that? He's like, yeah, you look tired. Come over, have a slice of pizza. So she sits down. They're talking. It's like, hey, what do you want in this world? And the entire thing about Riri, this entire series, is that she's struggling to basically to build her suits to make a difference. And my speculation was right, that she feels bad that she couldn't stop the people that gunned down her dad and her best friend. And so this was kind of her way of like trying to make a difference going forward. And let's not even get into the AI she created, because that's a whole other story.
Episode 5 made me cry. I was like, dang.
I know. It got me too. I know. So, and I guess we have to kind of mention what happens, because it kind of, and maybe not. Okay, so
you can't just leave me hanging there in the middle of the story.
We gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. All right, since you're gonna forget anyway, I'll tell you. So, I'm
gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like, I saw Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah. So, so what ends up happening is while Riri is building. Okay, so Riri goes to MIT. She gets kicked out because she's over the time limit of when her grants were like active, right? So she runs out of money. She also kind of causes a ruckus, and MIT's like, listen, we can't have you doing this. You're costing us money. We gotta kick you out. She's like, but my suit. And she's like, yeah, it's kind of our suit now. And so she's like, yeah, I don't think so. So she steals the suit, flies to Chicago where she's from, and in the middle of flying home, MIT's like, we're locking you out. And so they take control of the suit again. She crashes, and now she's got no suit, and she's hurt. So she goes to a junkyard, buys a bunch of parts, and builds a whole new iron suit. And it kind of looks like garbage at first, but it's effective. And in the process of programming it, she kind of like plugs these nodes into her brain because she was trying to like transfer some of her intelligence over. But at the time, she was mourning the death of her friend, but she wasn't like really openly mourning. She was kind of just struggling with it. And she inadvertently ports her best friend into the AI, and so her Jarvis is her best friend. Like there's like a whole holographic implementation of her friend Natalie as her AI and as her Jarvis in her suit. And so Natalie's around, you know, trying to help her through stuff. Her mom figures out that Natalie's actually a thing, and she's like, oh my god, you're so cool, like I can't believe you did this. Eventually, when they get to the magic portion, when they infuse the suit with the magic, the suit can't take all of the magic and support Natalie. And so the witch that's infusing the suit says, listen, every time you use magic, it comes at a cost. It's like a 1-to-1 thing. So you gain something with magic, but you lose something as well. And Riri's like, I don't care. Let's do this. We got to beat the hood. And so in the process of infusing the suit with the magic, they kill Natalie because the suit basically like can't support it. And so it basically erases her from the suit.
Which kind of feels like the blip.
A little bit.
Like, oh man.
So hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. So she like, it's not that she like put her consciousness into the thing. She put her whole self, this friend's whole self into.
But she didn't realize it because she fell asleep when it happened. Yeah. And so there was a glitch in the code that caused her friend's memories and her essence to infuse the AI. Well, no, but
so hold on. So the friend is a real person.
Yes, the friend got gunned down.
Okay.
Yeah. The friend died the day that her dad and her friend were killed in a drive-by.
How did she have the friend's stuff?
Memories.
What do you mean? It was her memories.
Oh, it's her memories of her friend.
She plugged in nodes into her brain to transfer some of her smarts into the suit.
Okay, I heard too many hers, and I got confused.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I got too excited. Yeah, she plugs in like nodes into her brain to try to transfer. Riri does to like infuse the suit with her knowledge, so that she could build an AI based on what she knows.
But then it takes the
memories of Natalie and it infuses the AI with Natalie, and so that's what the AI.
But then there's a thing and it erases the whole.
The black magic that they infuse the suit with kills Natalie again.
Right.
Yeah. So now her suit is without Natalie. She fights the hood. She goes to this pizza place. She's talking to this random dude that gave the hood his hood. He's like, eat, and I can give you everything you want, this and this, and blah, blah, blah. And in that moment, he's like drinking tea or something, and you see his reflection in a spoon.
Yeah.
And it's not his reflection. It's like this demon that's reflecting back on the spoon.
Is it like a skull on fire with like a big chain and like a leather
red
jacket?
Face. Oh. It's like a red face with like white eyes. And so
and like
now
no nose.
You couldn't tell. The distortion on the spoon was like difficult to figure out. So then we're now like in this space where it's like, wait a second, is that what Dormammu looks like? Like, are we like now, like, we kind of knew this was like the devil, right? Or Dormammu or whoever, because they had mentioned him in like, the previous episodes when they were infusing the suit and trying to figure out what the hood was. And then Riri says, listen, I don't want to sit here and like make a deal with you. Like, I know who you are. Like, my friend told me, like, I know you're Dormammu and stuff. And he's like, Dormammu?
Right.
That's child's play.
That was a
Dormammu,
turning
like,
point.
he can't lace my boots. She's like, well, if you're not Dormammu, who are you? He's like, oh, my name is Mephisto. Like, what? What?
Okay, so
Okay,
your
go
reaction is legit, because I had to have my mouth over my hand over my mouth, because like I said, my cats were sitting on me and I was like, I can't do anything. I had to internally scream this.
So, Mephisto, from what I remember, is Satan himself, right? Is basically,
Yes.
Pretty
right?
much.
Is just the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dormammu is just kind of like one of his minions.
Sure.
And so it was like a demon minion or something of Mephisto. So that's why when they thought it was Dormammu, they're like, oh, this is way more than like any magic that we've ever seen before. So I don't know like what this is. That's why they couldn't figure out who it belonged to. And so when he's finally like, please, that's child's play. Like, people know me as Mephisto. I was like, and so now it got interesting, because now Riri's like, oh, this is way more serious than I thought it was, right? So he says, okay, so again, I'm gonna ask you, like, I could give you anything you want. What is your deepest desire? What do you want? And so she's like having these flashbacks, and you can't tell if they're like flashbacks at first, but then it looks like they're flash forwards because her hair's a little different and she's like working on stuff. She looks refreshed a little bit, and it takes you a couple of them to realize that they're showing the future. And in one of the scenes, you just see her cut back to the pizza place, and she shakes Mephisto's hand, which means that she sold her soul for something in return.
Yep.
But you don't hear her say what she wants in return.
But you kind of see it though.
Yeah. And so they cut forward again. I don't know what the time jump is between like when that happened, but it seems like it's significant. Maybe a month or two, you know. And then all of a sudden she hears like a knock at the door or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but she's working on some formulas and stuff. And she turns around and she sees Natalie. And she at the moment, like, you wonder, like, oh, is the AI back? Is that what we're looking at right now? She walks over. Human Natalie is alive.
Bum bum bum.
And that's where it ends.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is so crazy.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to bring up, and I was just so happy. The coolest thing about this is that it feels all the characters that were in this show, they had a good chunk of time on screen. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like they were there for just one episode and then you don't hear from them anymore. There was a lot of representation, and I loved it. I know in the other episode we were talking about what we're excited about, and I touched this lightly, but one of my favorite drag queens, her name's Shea Coulee. She's Slug. She's one of the members of the gang with the Hood. Mm-hmm. And I appreciated how much time she was given screen time and how awesome the scenes were. And not just that, you had other representation, and it's like, it just felt so good to see that. Yeah. But the story and how they wrote everyone's character, how they like came together, how they do things, how each personality, I mean, it almost felt like you had said organic. It just, everybody meshed really well, and that makes a big difference in a show. It doesn't feel like it's forced or anything.
Yeah.
The whole storyline with Riri, it also talks, I mean, there's a lot of points about grief and just pretty much the stages of it. And I applaud because they also talk about panic attacks and how they are and how it feels, and it's like that's exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
It nails it. It's not pretend or anything. That's why I said it felt fresh. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is so relatable on so many levels. I didn't expect that. Like I did not expect that at all. And I really appreciated a show like this. If this is going to be the new wave of TV shows by Marvel, keep them coming. Because Daredevil was pretty amazing, and so was Ironheart. And
that's kind of the legacy of Marvel, right? Like, I think people forget that in the comics, Marvel's always been about, you know, the issues that are prominent in the world and, you know, how people are real people. Like, one thing that, you know, I'm a huge Iron Man fan, but, you know, the people that know Iron Man just from the MCU and not from the comic books don't know that Tony Stark was a raging alcoholic. Like, he had an alcoholism problem, and it was like a legit issue that he was dealing with, and it caused him real world problems in the comics, right? So the fact that all of these issues were already being talked about in the comics, I feel like that's kind of being fused into this maybe new era of Marvel, you know, TV shows. Because a lot of it has been rooted in the heroic and supernatural and like these like larger than life characters that, you know, from a superhero perspective, like it's a good way to disconnect and know that you're watching a movie about superheroes for a couple hours, right? But I think this is probably the first show that I've seen in the MCU that really feels like real life. Like it actually maybe Miss Marvel had some elements of that as well. I think Miss Marvel maybe was kind of like the stepping stone. Like Miss Marvel walked so that Riri could run, right? So so if this is kind of the direction that they're taking it and making it a little more familial in that way, I think it's going to be a really great step for the MCU, because you're right, like those are not things that you commonly see in TV shows, like, well, at least not in Marvel shows. Like you see them more in other dramas and stuff like that. So incorporating that, I think, was a big step in like including more people and like real world scenarios into the show. So it's great. Watch it. It is so good. I get so excited.
And the music's good too.
Oh my god. Man. There was a remix that they used at the end of the show of a song that I like by oh my god, it's by, I want to say Slim Kid Trey. What is I forgot what the name of the song is. Anyway, they used it was a slow version of the song at the end of the show, and it's one of my favorite soundtracks of like every Marvel show that's been out so far. A lot of them have like the main heroic music and stuff like that, but this just like had music you just add to a playlist and just, you know, it's just part of it now, you know. So all right, anyway, go watch it. Ironheart. It's on Disney Plus. If you have it. Is it
a song called, you said it's the last song of the last episode?
Yeah.
Make My Millennium? Is that?
No, that's not it.
Let's see. No, hold on. This is score. Never. Every song on the Ironheart soundtrack. I was trying to see if I could find it. Episode Sudan Archives, Darndo, Wakil Feet El Dagad. Oh no, these are the names. Last Pick, Didn't I, Confessions are the 3 songs in episode 6.
Oh, Didn't I? Is the song. Yeah.
Darando.
I was gonna look at my playlist. But Didn't I is the original track. It's by the Anyway, I don't know who did the version for Ironheart, but it's Durando's one of the three artists. It's DJ Newmark and Slim Kid Trey are the other two. It's I know Don't I or Didn't I know Didn't I think is the name of the song, but the slow version that they did in that last episode, I think, like, I want to find and I want to add it to my playlist. It was a good track. All right, I think that's where we're gonna end the episode. Reminder: we need some questions for Quizneyland. We're gonna be recording that very soon. Andrew, give everybody a refresher on what you're looking for.
Yes, hey, send your questions. If you want to send either your favorite trivia question under the Disney umbrella, or something you want to try and stump me, or anything. I want to be quizzed, I think, is the fun that might be for episode 100. So if you have a good question, get it to Heyzen or Melissa. If you have their personal contact information, just send it to them. Melissa, my wife Tina might just send you one. She's thinking of one.
Yay.
But if not, you can send to comments@podketeers.com. And send the question and answer there, and they won't go to me until they're read on the episode. So hopefully we can get a good number of questions, make it a nice, fun, long episode. It'll be a lot of fun, I think.
We should make an Instagram comeback and create a little video with what you're asking for, and just a little field at the bottom, like with the fill-in question, so people can submit it through Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Or you could leave a comment.
I just won't.
Oh, but then you'll see it. Then you'll see it. Never mind. All right, send them to us via email or send them to us on Instagram. If you send it to the Podketeers account, I'll get it. Andrew won't see it yet.
I'm not logged into the Instagram right now.
So that'll be good. I'll see it, and then I could keep it from him until then. So, all right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. Happy birthday to Disneyland, because I think this episode is gonna come out right before Disneyland's birthday, and we'll be recording our next episode after.
Right.
So happy birthday, Disneyland. You don't look a day over 70.
Woo. I'm kind of sad this one is going away. It's like, oh, it'll be 69 until another week. I had to throw it out there.
All right, that's it. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.